Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and I haven't been out of the house today, however I have been eating dinner, so they decided to release a trailer for season 6, as well as some storyboards for the Tokyo special. So I'll link them both down below, so please go and watch them as they are videos. So please go and do that before I spoil them all for you now. I'm not sure there's much I can really glean from the Tokyo one, since we don't know a great deal yet, although we did just get the synopsis. And for the season 6 stuff, there is a lot of stuff already seen so far, like from El Toro de Piedra. So I'm not going to be talking about every single shot in the trailer, because we've already seen some of it, so I'm only going to be focusing on the new stuff. And we'll do season 6 first, and then the Tokyo special stuff. So the first new thing seems to be, and I think this is in City Hall where the mayor works, and Adrian is walking down the stairs. He looks very sad, his head's down. There are two people in the background, but I don't think they're like characters. I think they're just their background characters. And Marinette's running down the stairs after him. I don't know what he's sad about. Maybe he went up to see if he could become the mayor like Chloe did. But they're like, no, because that's silly. And then later on in the trailer, we see Marinette talking again to a very sad Adrian, and she cups his face. Now, I'm assuming that's all one scene. However, we also have Natalie in the same location, but she doesn't appear in either of the shots of Adrian and Marinette. And she's looking around. Well, she narrows her eyes, but she kind of looks to the side. So I'm not sure if she's glaring at someone or she like senses something suspicious is going on. We then have, and I'm not sure if this one is new, of Marinette outside, and I think she's talking to Natalie because the other character looks taller than her and has a black shoulder, like Natalie's black blazer. We also have one of Marinette waking up from a nightmare, which I don't believe we've seen before, and she throws Tiki off her chest. We then also have one of a shot of the bridge over the river, and I can't for the life of me work out who stood on it. There is someone there, 100%, but I can't work out who it is. And then, unfortunately, I hate this man, Theo from Copycat, the one who was kind of flirting with Ladybug, even though I'm pretty sure he's an adult and she is a child, gets comatized. I don't like him. But then finally, we have Luca. Now, judging by his surroundings, I don't think he's in Paris, but he seems alarmed by something. However, speaking of Luca, even though, like I said, I don't actually think he's in Paris, Marinette seems to have gotten hold of, the snake Miraculous? At least I think it's Marinette, because we have, first of all, we have the Ladybug spot, so I'm like, okay, this is Marinette. However, there are a lot of purple accents on the suit, so I'm like, is this the Tiger Miraculous? The Peacock Miraculous? I'm not quite sure, I can't see, it's not quite clear. But then she also seems to have the snake Miraculous. And is she using Second Chance, or is she just activating it? Is it still in its camouflage mode? Because there's like no indication to me on this suit anything to do with the snake Miraculous, so I'm a little bit confused who this is. Is it even Marinette? I think it's Marinette, but I'm not 100% confident. And then the trailer ends with Ladybug and Cat Noir sat on top of the Trocadero across from the Eiffel Tower, and okay, so they're sat together, everything looks okay in terms of their relationship. However, they're obviously having some kind of heart-to-heart, and I think he's holding something in his hands, but I can't see what it is, and then they hug, and it's very sweet. And I hope he's okay. Marinette seems fine in that interaction. It seems to be more of Adrian who is upset there. So now let's talk about the Stellar Force stuff. So on the season 6 trailer, it was just music playing. There was no dialogue or anything. There was dialogue over the storyboards for the Stellar Force special. However, I'm pretty sure it was just the Frenchman saying the synopsis that I talked about in the previous video, the one before this one. So please go and check out that one. But like I said, it's basically just storyboard stuff, which I do actually find super interesting to look at. So we have someone, again, not sure who they are, they're an existing character, brand new character, that's why it's kind of hard to speculate, because I don't know these people, but they seem to be entering, I'm not sure if it's a house, a shrine, or possibly an onsen, which is basically like a communal bath, basically. Then we have Kagami looking very unimpressed with a load of the other school kids, and one of them, the main character, I would think, of the Japanese spin-off show, starts running everywhere, and then they do some sort of parkour. And then we get some shots, really nice shots, of Marinette and Kagami at an onsen. Like, it's basically just like a really nice, hot, public bath. Marinette looks a bit sad about something, Kagami looks the same as always. However, what I'm finding the most interesting are these kind of like, so it's views of Tokyo, and however, there's like an overlay on the screen. And for example, this one has, in the top right corner, it has the symbol for Leo, as in the star sign. And then the next one, I think, I'm not 100% confident because I don't know them all, is this the one for Capricorn? It's like an N with like a little squiggly bit on the bottom. And there seems to be other information about the hero. So it seems we know there's going to be 12 heroes, I'm pretty sure. 12 star signs, so each correspond to a star sign. And then we get like a view of these two heroes, who I'd assume Leo and Capricorn, looking out, and there's villains everywhere. So is this from inside one of those mechas possibly? And then the last shot from the storyboards is Tokyo basically semi-destroyed, on fire. We know it's Tokyo because that red building there is Tokyo Tower. So looks amazing so far. I can't wait to find out more. Of course, I'd love to know what all of you think. The videos are all linked down below if you want to check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.